Hi guys, this is HC Bailey bringing you another Hearthstone video. Today I am showing you my climb up to Legendary for the first time here, starting at rank 1. I was going to do more from earlier ranks, but it got to be like so many hours and hours that I had to put in to do that. So I figured, you know what, let's just do rank 1 and that'll get the job done here. But as you can see, I got my deck list on the right there. It is 100% carbon copied from Dog's Druid deck. Dog is a very high-ranking legendary player. So yeah, there's no secret tech or Nax Rammus cards or anything like that in here. Just, you know, copied it. Seemed like the deck was good to me, so I decided to go with it. And we're starting against Druid. Probably the mirror matchup, I would imagine. And yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to go well for me. But yeah, basically in the mirror matchup, I kind of glossed over the mulligan decision there, but basically you want to I mean, it's all about who gets ramp first, being wild growth or innervates there. And I didn't draw any of that. But we'll see how this one goes anyway. Ah, there we go. A little late on that, but, well, I don't really have much better to do. So, well, better on turn 3 than turn 4. So, well, we got a little bit going there now. Uh-oh. Nuts. Seems like a bit of a risky move on his part. I mean, what if I got, like, Keeper of the Grove or something? I mean, I would already trade with the Mark, and then, I don't know, maybe he's playing, like, Token Druid, and for some reason he hasn't drawn any of his token cards. I don't know. But anyway, okay, so what I'm thinking about here is either going for coin into Sunwalker. Let's see, I don't want to coin into Force of Nature. That's my finisher there. Let's see. So I'm probably looking at Harvest Golem. I could go coin, swipe, and then ping him to finish him off with my hero power there. But I don't know. I don't want to burn a coin like that, and it's just a 4 or 5 Harvest Golem. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So I think just hero power here. Oh! Oh, wow. I forgot to do that? Wow. I usually don't forget to do that. Wow, I really screwed up there. Yeah, I make a lot of mistakes on my way up to Legendary there, viewers. One thing that I have learned through a lot of matches, Legendary players are not perfect. They are not, like, immortal or superheroes or, or anything like that. I mean, they're not, like, some godlike geniuses that know everything or anything. You know, they just, most of it, from my experience, is patience. You just got to play a lot of matches and eventually just either hit a good streak or, you know, just grind it out. I mean, a lot of times, it can take you like 20 matches to just go up 1 rank. Fortunately, to go up from rank 1 to Legendary did not take me that long, as you can tell by the length of the video here. But anyway, what I decided to do here is I decided to go with Ragnaros here. Nuts. I wanted to try and kill the minion there. But the reason I decided to do that instead of just playing out the Sunwalker is because if he played, say... yeah, if he played, like, what is it? What's that card? The Black Knight on that, I'm almost certainly going to lose. Because basically that's one of the other big things about the matchup between Druid on the Druid ramp mirror matchup. It looks like it is a mirror matchup. It's basically, a lot of it can come down to who gets the better Black Knight, killing one of your opponent's taunts there. And unfortunately, I don't have mine. I may just have to play my Sunwalker here and just hope for the best, and hope that he doesn't have the finisher combo that I have in my hand. I'm amazed I'm still in this game because I didn't start with ramp until turn 3. And his hand must not be that good either, because I mean he could have gotten the jump on me. But yeah, I think that's the way to go, because oh man, I really want to kill one of his minions. I mean, I guess that's about as sad as you can get. Dealing 16 damage for free practically, but still, I can't get through his taunt to actually kill him. Oh crap. Well, at least I got Big Game Hunter. That's another reason why I was willing to innervate out my Ragnaros, because if he had his own Ragnaros, then I can at least Big Game Hunter it, so that way he's not going to do that. Okay, well, he's not going to be able to finish me off like that so easily. So I figured it was easier for me to counter a Faceless Manipulator than to counter a Black Knight, because I have no way of stopping that at this point in time. So anyway, well, obviously I gotta play the Big Game Hunter. I'm just trying to kind of plan out my moves. I do have a tendency to play a little fast, and I really know I should slow down, and like here, I actually remember to do that. But a lot of times I don't. So, yeah, that's one thing that's really critical. Just take your time with your turns. You got 90 seconds per turn. Use them. And if your opponent starts bitching and moaning about it, well, you can squelch him. And then kick his ass. Or her ass.
I've got the beast in my sight.
So anyway, yeah, obviously I had to do that. I think this is the best way to go here, because this lets me kill, one of his minions there. Well, both, eventually, because he's going to have to probably run into my Sunwalker there. It also keeps him from using his finisher combo to finish me off, I think. Let's see if he did that. Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to kill me here. So, but now I got my own combo, and I think I got him here. Let's see, we got 4, so that'll be 6. Okay, yeah, so I ping him for 2, finish him off for 6, and then hit him for 8 there. Alright, got him. Yeah, I'd like to think that this version of the deck is pretty good in the mirror matchup, which is one reason why I like to run the finisher combo. Or I like this version of the deck as opposed to like a pure full taunt version of the deck. I mean, that version works too. I mean, if you don't want to run Savage Roar, Force of Nature, because, you know, you draw one, you don't draw the other, and then it's just kind of sitting there. And I really went back and forth about that. But I thought that the Force of Nature Savage Roar combo was too important for some matchups. Now, Warrior here, pretty simple. Ooh, a really good starting draw against Warrior. Nice. But yeah, obviously, as with every matchup, you want your ramp. I like Harvest Golem, especially against Warrior, because it's difficult for them to deal with, and it allows me to get something out quickly to keep their armor down. So that way they can't shield slam one of my minions. Or one of my big minions. And that way he can't... well, that cuts down on the removal he has, or what he can remove with those shield slams. There. That's one of the really big things for this matchup. Another thing is to keep him from drawing as many cards as possible. Whatever you can do. That's one reason why I really like Keeper of the Grove in my opening hand against Warrior. In fact, I would keep that if I wouldn't mulligan it away, because I can silence an Acolyte of Pain, so that way they can't keep drawing cards with that thing. That's really the big thing, because once they start accumulating armor... Oh, speak of the devil. Yeah, once they start accumulating armor and start drawing cards with Acolyte of Pain and all their other cantrips that they got in their deck, then it's all over. I mean, they're just going to overwhelm you with that. Eventually get Gorehowl, their big legendaries if they're running that, or if they're the mid-range warrior, maybe not so much. I haven't seen as much of the heavy control warrior. I've seen a lot more of the mid-range because of how popular Zulak is lately. But yeah, just gotta keep their cards down. That's really the big thing. And I've already got part of my finishing combo, too. So, yeah, we're looking to be in pretty good shape here so far. But yeah, that opener was about as perfect as it could have been. We got an early Senjin to keep his armor down.
I wonder.
And part of the reason why I played the Senjin out there also first, instead of like the more durable Harvest Golem, is because unless he had, well, shield block there, he isn't going to be able to shield slam him. Although now he can, and well, there's nothing you can do about that. But better him shield slamming that than like a Cenarius or an Ancient of War or something else that would have been remotely useful. But anyway, yeah, I'm just thinking if I want to play another Harvest Golem or maybe taunt up a little bit and knock out his armor there. And then I could ping him with my hero power there. So I could remove all of his armor. And then I could play my Ancient of War next turn. But the thing is that if I do that, then I'm really leaving myself open to the Black Knight, if he does that. If he even runs that.
Feel nature's wrath.
So I'm going to go this route. I'll just play it safe for now. I mean, yeah, I could play it as a 10-5, but that wouldn't be a good idea. I don't know any situation where I'd really want to make him a 10-5 instead of the 5-10 taunt. I mean, like, Druid of the Claw, there are definitely situations where that would be viable. But here, I don't think so. But anyway. Okay, so I got my finisher combo. Man, I'm getting really lucky drawing that in the top half of my deck early with only a copy of each. Heck, I used to play the Charge Druid deck where you'd run 2 copies of each. And that would be... I would be facing against Handlock down to 11 cards in my deck, and I've got 1 Force of Nature, and I can't draw my Savage Roar. That happens all the time. But anyway, here, I think the best thing to do is to play the Ancient of War, because even if he has the Black Knight, I really don't have much else to do right now. Nothing that's really that good with Cairn out there. Because obviously I can't silence him now. So, yeah, I mean, he had the Execute, so, but I didn't really have anything else. I mean, basically, another thing you want to try and do, like against Druid and against Control Warrior, if you're suspecting they run the Black Knight, is you want to try and bait out the Black Knight with some of your smaller taunts, like the Senjin Shield Master or the Druid of the Claw. It can sometimes depend on the situation too. Like if they have, say, 4 armor, but they don't have anything on the board, I might just play Druid of the Claw in charge mode and just knock out his armor right then and there, so that way he can't go armor up and then shield slam it as a taunt. Even though, yeah, it'd be nice if I could bait out the Black Knight, but, well, it depends on the situation there, of course.
What now?
So, are you going to follow that up with anything? Or, I mean, if he does nothing, I've got the combo here. Let's see, 7, got 11 plus 14, so I've only got 25. I can't finish him off yet. But it would be really nice if I could play Cenarius and give them both +2/+2. Probably not going to happen, though. I forget. I mean, this went on for over an hour. I don't remember every single play of the round, but... Okay, well, I think I'm just going to play Cenarius and pump them up here, then. And now I'm thinking if I want to kill something, but... I think normally I would do that. Normally I would try to, play board control where, we don't have that solid of a position here. But because I have the finisher combo in my hand, I'm trying to be aggressive, put pressure on him, so that way, I mean, even if he kills 2 of my minions, I'll still be able to win anyway. There's the new card of the week from Naxxramas, Lotheb, generally designed to be an anti-freeze mage or anti-miracle rogue card, at least from what I've seen. Nuts. Well, that didn't work out so well. Looks like I won't be able to kill him this turn. Yeah, and there's another new card, that sludge thing, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, I guess it's okay if you're not playing Druid, but I am. And Druid of the Claw, I think, is just better. See, if I kill him, I'm trying to figure out if I have lethal, which, as I eventually find out, I don't. Because if I kill the 3/5 taunt, then he gets a 1/2 taunt. And then all I'm left with is 12 damage from the rest of my Force of Nature tokens. So I figured, let's finish him off. And let's kill that guy. And let's draw some more cards. Alright, sweet. Yeah, we're in a really good position here. It's pretty much just a matter of time now. But yeah, I wonder if that new sledge, whatever the name of that guy is, I wonder if that's going to make for some more taunt decks out there. Besides just Druid there. I don't think so. Or maybe not. Nah, I think we'll be fine. Okay, I think I got him. All I do is just, yeah, combo him out. Ping the little taunt there, and I got him. Phew! Didn't even need Big Game Hunter for this one, so. And I'll go over my card choices at the end of the video. So if you're looking for, like, why I like this deck list as much as it is, well, I'll let you know when I get there. Or I'll try to sprinkle some things throughout the rest of the video. Okay, that taunt guy there, I just looked it up here. Sludge Belcher. So yeah, that just came out like 2 days ago, so I don't have the names of all the new cards memorized yet. But anyway, ooh, Mage. If this is Aggro Mage, I'm pretty favored. If it's Freeze Mage, then I'm probably screwed. So, but generally what I like to do against Mage, well, we got the ramp already, so that's pretty good. Obviously, get rid of Force of Nature. I definitely like Keeper of the Grove. And I'm thinking about Wrath. Keeper's good against both. But I think I'm going to keep Wrath anyway. Because if he plays like a Loot Hoarder or a Novice Engineer or something, I can ping it, draw a card, and try to keep up with him in cards. Because that's one thing that Mage does is, I mean, they just play Freeze Mage, that is. They just play so much card drawing, and it's just hard to keep up with it a lot sometimes. So basically, what I'm trying to look for here is I want to try and get up to Ragnaros as quickly as possible because since he hasn't done anything in the first 2 turns, I'm assuming that they're playing Freeze Mage, or maybe not. I have not seen that one in Freeze Mage before. But anyway, if they were playing Freeze Mage there, then Ragnaros would be really good, because one of 2 things happens. Either it's going to kill them, or they're going to have to spend a lot of removal to get rid of it, because they don't run polymorphs. Or at least they usually don't. But what I'm worried about here is that he might be playing the Giants version of the deck, and that could be really hard for me to deal with. Because there's 2 versions of Freeze Mage also. There's just your standard Freeze Mage, which kills you with a lot of direct damage and Alexstrasza and all that good stuff. And then there's the Giants version of the deck, which is more like hand block, but still the same difference, really. The reason I suspect that he's playing Giants is because you haven't played any... they haven't played any, or very many, spells yet. Also, part of why I'm trying to dump my hand... Or, wait, no, oh, never mind. I'm thinking of another match later on where I'm trying to keep my hand size down. But, well, we'll get to that soon enough, viewers. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so basically I have a couple options here. Actually, I have quite a few options. I can charge Druid of the Claw and my Sunwalker into the Giant and get rid of it. Or I can do the same thing with Swipe and the Sunwalker. Or I can simply copy it and go to the face. I mean, play Faceless Manipulator and attack him. And, well, I know he's playing Freeze Mage now. So I think what I want to do is just try to be as aggressive as I can and try to put enough pressure on him so that way he can't just wipe out all my minions there. Or if he does, he won't be able to maintain his board presence while doing that too. Plus, he has to go right through my 4/5 guy there. So now I can swipe it or do what I was going to do last turn anyway. Now here's the tricky part. Because Mage just got a new secret, Duplicate. Basically, whenever a minion dies, he gets 2 copies of that. And I'm a little worried that he might be playing it. Mostly because he's a legendary player, and if you're not in like the top 100 or so, a lot of legendary players, really, if you're not in the top 16 or top 100, your rank in Legendary doesn't really matter. So it's basically free play to screw around or whatever with whatever you want because you don't care about your rank. Shut up! Yeah, some people like to use that as a distraction, so I just shut them up there. So anyway, I'm thinking that maybe this guy might be playing Duplicate, even though I don't think it's a great card. But at least not right now. I mean, maybe someone will find a really good deck with it. Okay, it's not Duplicate. Part of the reason why I used Innervate there was because I was worried that the secret might have been Counterspell. So I wanted to draw that out if that was the case. But no, it's pretty clear he's got the Ice Block there at this point. What was I saying about Duplicate? Oh yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I was worried he's playing Duplicate because every time we get one of these Nex Rammus expansions, everyone loves to play all the new cards, whether they're really good or not. And it's going to take a few days for people to sort out to realize, oh, yeah, this card really isn't that good. And I figure a Legendary player is probably going to be more likely to try and experiment with that than a rank 1 player who, like me, who is desperate to get the Legendary for the first time. Nuts. Okay, so I got a couple options here now. I can, let's see. I don't think I can deal lethal here. Man, if I had a silence, that would be sweet. I can silence one of my own frozen minions to, well, unfreeze it, and then attack him if I really wanted to. But I can't do that right now. So, oh well. But man, he's already got 3 giants in the top third of his deck. That is sick. But anyway, I'm thinking I want to play the Ancients of War just to kind of slow him down a bit. And he'll probably have to run one of his giants through it. At least one of his giants. So hopefully that'll make it easier for me to kill one next turn. Or just play Ragnaros and knock out that ice block. So, see, obviously no reason to play Wild Growth. I'm also kind of thinking about taking the Druid of the Claw, charge, Wrath, kill the other, or kill the mountain giant there. And I'm trying to think if that might have been the right play. Because if I did that, I mean, now in retrospect, now that I know what happens, if I did that, then, what was that? Thought I heard something. But anyway, yeah, if I did that, okay, so he has the 8/8. So he hits me for 8. He's got 8 mana. He could easily burn me out at that rate. With frost bolts and ice, whatever, ice lances and all that stuff. Ah, man, 4 giants in the top half of his deck. Oh, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win this one, viewers. So let's see. I can kill the one giant on the right there. And then I can wrath the one in the middle, but then I can't deal with the mountain giant on the left there. I could play one of my Druid of the Claws in Taunt to block that. You know, that's probably what I should have done, looking back on it. I did not think about that at the time. I did not do that. I screwed up, and I lost. But, oh well. But yeah, I don't know why. Just, yeah, that's like what I'm saying with legendary players. It's like, basically what I did here was I didn't see that move, so I thought I pretty much had to go for broke and hope that he didn't have the ice block, but of course he did. So, and yeah, I screwed up. Yeah, I should have. I mean, there's no guarantee that I would have won anyway. I think maybe I was also a little worried about him burning me out anyway, despite doing all that. I thought, well, the odds of him burning me out are pretty good, so let's just go for it and hope it's not the ice block. And of course it was. So, but yeah, I should have played the. I should have wrathed the molten giant. Ran into the other molten giant with mine, and then played the Druid of the Claw and Taunt, and then I might have had a chance. But nah, I screwed up. Oh well. Yeah, it's easier for me to say, oh, well, I lost a game, you know, when I know the end result of the video. In the moment, though, I'm just really steamed, pissed off, but oh well. Ah, nuts.
The pleasure is mine.
I'm assuming he's playing Miracle Rogue, or maybe not. Okay. I have not seen an aggro rogue deck in a long time, or backspace rogue, or cancer rogue, or whatever variety this is, I don't know. But if this is what that is, which is what I'm presuming, since Miracle Rogue would never play Argent Squire, then this is a really good matchup for me. I mean, basically all you gotta do here against the aggro rogue matchup is just play taunts all day, let him run into them with his weapon, and then they'll take damage back from using that weapon, and just keep on doing that all day. I mean, yeah, oh crap. Or he could play the giant monkey. Nuts. Okay, well, we gotta kill him. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier, about dumping my hand. Because you see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 9 cards. If he follows up with the Murloc, what is it? Cold Light Oracle? I think that's the one that both players draw 2 cards. What to do? If that happens, and I only have 8 cards, then I draw 2. I'm up to the maximum of 10. Whatever card I draw on my next turn gets burned away. I don't want that to happen. So I want to get my hand down to 7 cards, so that way if he makes me draw 2 cards, I still got room left for the extra card that I'm going to draw the next turn. Okay, sick, that's fine. He can't play Cold Light Oracle. I don't like King Mukla at all. Then again, I don't like aggro decks at all either, so... I wish I saved that other banana now. I could have used both of those bananas on the King Mukla and then killed it with Big Game Hunter, but no! Now I can't do that. Oh well. But anyway, yeah, we're back up to 9 cards again, so I gotta dump 2 cards somehow so he doesn't, like, overdraw me or something. Or whatever the gameplay term is for burning a card because you have too many cards in your hand. But yeah, I don't like King Mukla because you basically have to play it in your first 2 or 3 turns, or it's pretty bad. Because your opponent will have the mana to use those bananas. See, there was a reason why they were smuggling those bananas in Final Fantasy Legend 2. This is why. They're dangerous. You can kill people with them. But anyway.
Mind if I roll need?
Ooh, I can get a really good swipe here. Oh, wow. Wow, he's just like, I mean, he can't know, but he's just walking right into that. Yeah. Oh, I got an innervate. Oh. I think I still want to swipe anyway, just for the power play, but... I'm thinking I might want to silence the loot hoarder. Yeah, I'm going to do that now that I have the innervate. Normally, I wouldn't do that. I would just let him draw the card and say to hell with it. And maybe this is still the wrong play. Because, I mean, Keeper of the Grove, yeah, it is removal, and you don't want to waste that against an aggro deck like this. Especially when I'm already down to 17. But, I don't know. I wanted to get something on the board, too. And I think this was the only way I could have done that without... I mean, I could have played a Harvest Golem, too, but I'd have to burn a mana then. Okay, so we already used the sap early, which I think was a really bad idea, because now he can't get through any of my taunts anymore. I mean, basically his only hope is to kill me with eviscerates. So now I'm thinking, let's do that. And I'm wondering if I should do that, or I could have pinged him with my hero power, but I didn't want to take a net 1 damage back from him because I'm trying to stay out of innervate range right now. Nuts. Oh, this game's not over yet. I mean, I have a dominant board position, but if I don't get like an Ancient of Lore to gain some life real soon, this could end badly for me. Okay, let's see. We've got 9 plus 6 with the Force of Nature. No, I don't have enough to kill him. Nuts. So I think what my best move is just hero power up, get some more taunt out there, kill the 2/1. Just, well, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Just because I don't know, maybe he has like cold blood or something ridiculous or whatever. I don't know. But basically here, let's see. He could have had like Blade Flurry and double Eviscerate, and that would have killed me. But he just has 2 Arcane Golems and 1 Eviscerate. So I win! Hooray! But yeah, this is just an obscenely good matchup. They just have no way of dealing with all those taunts. I mean, you could sap 1 or 2 of them away, and he did burn that one really early. So, I don't know. But yeah, I really like that matchup. That's really good. Pretty much the same thing against Zulak, too. It's just, you just keep on playing taunt, and they just can't deal with all that. Not that I'm particularly biased towards taunting minions, because I love tanking in RPGs. That has nothing to do with it at all. But anyway, yeah, against Druid, like I said before, it's basically about who draws the ramp first. So I was thinking about holding on to the Sen'jin, and I'm really glad I didn't. Because, yeah, I really you gotta have that ramp to get tempo, get ahead of them. So, I mean, what is it? Wild Growth would have been better, but Innervate will do. Now, I know what you're thinking, viewers. H.C. Bailey, why didn't you just, like, Innervate out the Harvest Golem when you had the chance? And, I mean, yeah, that does give you a little bit of a tempo boost, but against Druid, you're worried about, you know, their huge taunts and such. I'm pretty much assuming that every Druid I run into is going to be playing Ramp Druid like I am. Maybe not with the combo, but some form of really, really heavy taunt. And basically, what I want to do is I want to try and save my Innervates for my larger minions to get them out as quickly as possible. But now we're getting close to turn 3, turn 4, and I'm thinking, do I just play the Harvest Golem now, or do I Innervate out the Druid of the Claw and taunt? Part of the reason why I want to do that, why I'm thinking about that, and why I ultimately do that, is because you can't just go Innervate. Well, I mean, in order to kill it, like with the Black Knight, he'd have to go Innervate, Coin, Black Knight, and even if he did do that, I've still got follow-up plays, and that means he can't kill my Ancient of War with it instead. And I need some water, because I'm not used to talking for this long at once without having something to drink. There we go. So yeah, now we got a pretty good position here. I could kill his Harvest Golem. Or I could have done that, I suppose. Yeah, attacked it and then pinged it with my hero power. But then all he has to do is swipe and the board is clear. I mean, yeah, that's not the end of the world because that really doesn't change anything. But I'd rather keep on playing more minions and advance my board position when I can. Not now, kitty. On the game, not in real life. Stripe is, oddly enough, being a good girl right now.
What to do?
Yeah, she's probably just sleeping. Yeah, I took out that red eye just for you, viewers. I heard you from the future telling me, get rid of that thing. It's annoying me. And I don't know why I like dancing with my mouse in a figure 8. I don't know. You got me on that one, viewers. Okay, so I'm thinking about silencing the Sunwalker there. That's pretty easy to get rid of. I'm also thinking, well, maybe I want to save that for an Ancients of War, because chances are, if they're Druid and they're playing Sunwalkers, they're going to have Ancients of War. Or I could swipe him, or swipe his Harvest Golem, just to ping off the bubble there, and then kill it that way. And just maintain board control. Or just go for the face and really put some pressure on him. So, you could go either way.
I must safeguard the land.
I think this is the way to go. And just be aggressive. Normally, with this deck, I like to play a lot more defensively. And just really take a hardline stance with board control. But in this case, because I've got the Innervate, I'm, as the Magic the Gathering expression goes, I'm the beatdown. I've got tempo, I have the advantage, I've got to keep pressing that. So that way, if and when he does stabilize, I'll already have an advantage, so I can afford to wait for like my combo or a way of dealing with whatever situation he presents. Okay, so we got that there. I can swipe and clear the board, or I can play my Druid of the Claw. Now, the problem here is, how much mana does he have? I can't quite see. I think he has 5 mana at this point. I'm rewatching this video in the future with reduced resolution, although by the time you guys see it, it'll be back up to HD. But, so I can't quite see how much mana he has. I think he has 5, and I'm a little worried that if I play Druid of the Claw in Taunt, that he can use the Black Knight on it. But if he does do that, let's say he did do that, okay? What's the worst that happens? Okay, he kills that. He probably runs into my 2-1 there, maybe. Or he hits me for 4. And then I play Ancient of War.
I must safeguard the land.
Or he could just do that. That's not nearly as bad. I mean, yeah, he kills my 2-1, but so what? Now I can play Ancient of Lore. Not War, Lore. And draw some cards. Refill my hand after all that ramping I did there. Yes! That is one thing about the Druid Mirror matchup. Some people have said that they really like... Black Knight is one of the few non-ramp cards that they like to keep in their hand against Druid. And yeah, the vast majority of the time they probably are playing ramp Druid. And they have heavy taunts for you to kill with Black Knight. Me personally, I don't like that. I don't like keeping the Black Knight in my hand, in my opening hand, and I would just mulligan it away, because I just think the ramp is just way too important. Yes, if you play the Black Knight on an Ancient of War, you pretty much win the game right there. I mean, it's not, obviously it's not a guarantee, but it really just swings momentum in your favor so much. It's game-breaking there. So what I want to do is I want to ping that guy first. Draw a card. Oh. I was thinking about using Swipe to finish off his Ancient of Lore, but then I drew that. You see, that's why you draw your cards before you play your other spells. That's one thing I've learned. If you watch one of my earlier Hearthstone videos, you'll notice I remember a mistake I made where I played a whole bunch of spells, and then I played Mono Worm. Oops. Yeah, so hopefully I've learned a lot since then about the order of playing spells and all that. Now that I got a Sunwalker, another advantage to playing the Sunwalker is it's another bait for the Black Knight instead of killing my Ancient of War.
I wonder.
And if he has it, he's probably going to play it here. If he doesn't, he's probably not. And also, another thing to think about is that since he wasted his Keeper of the Grove earlier, I don't know about wasted, but anyway, since he used it earlier, he can't silence. Well, he only has one more in his deck, so he probably won't be able to silence my Ancient of War either if I play it.
Where shall I strike? I must safeguard the land.
Uh-oh. That could be bad. Okay. So, let's see, he's at 14. I'm thinking about using my Black Knight here. Even though he has played a Sunwalker. Let's see, how many other ways could I kill him? I could play Mark of the Wild on him, and then run into his Druid of the Claw there. Or I could save both of those for, like, I don't know, a Ragnaros or something. Or I could play Cenarius, but I'm feeling a little saucy today. So let's be aggressive again. Let's keep going with it. Because this way also, if he has his own Force of Nature combo, at least he can't finish me off either. Well, he wouldn't have been able to anyway, but You know what I mean. And again, it's also more bait for his own Black Knight. Yeah, sorry I haven't been making many Hearthstone videos or streams lately for those who really enjoy those. I just kind of got to the point where I just felt like I was hitting a wall with the Hearthstone stuff, and I didn't really feel like I had anything new to bring to the table. I mean, I suppose I'm not really bringing anything revolutionary or new to the table here, but I don't know. I just wanted to feel like I was competent in what I was doing before I, started making more videos, because I just didn't really have anything else new to do. But anyway, I pretty much got him now. I just swipe him, and that's game over. Whee! Interesting that he plays both Chillwind Yeti and Sunwalker in the same deck. We're getting close, viewers. We're almost there. This is not my first attempt at getting up to Legendary from rank 1. I actually made 2 previous attempts where I played like 6 or 8 games, and I got knocked back down to the bottom of rank 1 again. I'm just showing you the final successful attempt after losing, after going 50-50 for a while. Ooh, and I got the same player again. All right. Yeah, that's one thing, is that you, if you win a match or you're in a very favorable matchup, one thing you may want to try and do is just click into the next match as quickly as possible, because they may try to do the same thing, and you might end up running into them again, like I just did here, and get really lucky. Conversely, if you lose to a guy, or if you won, but it's a really tough matchup that you don't want to face again, you might want to wait a minute for them to just quick go into the next match, so that way you probably won't run into them again. I mean, you probably wouldn't anyway, but yeah, this is a really good starting hand. Tons of ramp, got some minions. Wild Growth is just so good. I like that a lot better than Innervate. I mean, Innervate's really good too, but in this kind of a deck, you don't really want to just go hog wild with Innervate. You really want to save that for, like, being able to play 2 minions in a turn or so. Whoa, I didn't see that last time. Was he playing Token Druid this whole time, or maybe he just, like, really quickly switched decks or something? I don't know. I think he's playing the same deck. I just never saw that. I don't like Haunted Spider at all, or whatever the name of that guy is. I mean, I guess it's okay if you got, like, what is it? Like a zoo deck where you have Knife Juggler and stuff, but well, anyway. But yeah, in Druid, I mean, maybe if you're playing Token Druid, that would make sense. So here, what I'm doing is I want to get rid of that Yeti there, and I still want to get some more ramp so I can get up to my Ancients of Lore as quickly as possible there and just reload my hand real fast there. I could have also just played my Druid of the Claw in taunt, try and bait out a Black Knight, like I was saying before, but then he kills my Sentient Shield Master as well. And that would be bad. I mean, I at least want to make him work for it. Let me see if I can't find the name of that spider. Oh yeah, I remember what I was talking about something else earlier with the... why do you run into him without... I mean, just to get a couple tokens? But yeah, I was saying about getting up to Legend. I mean, this is not my first attempt from rank 1 to get all the way up to Legendary. I mean, that's just the thing. I mean, it's like, whenever you hit, like I'll go up a rank or two, like on a really good streak, and then I'll go 50-50 for quite a while. Or sometimes I'll even crash down a few ranks if I'm just really pissed off and, you know, go on tilt or whatever. Ooh, nice. Good insurance policy. But yeah, I mean... So, I mean, that's really the big difference, at least from what I've seen, to get up to Legendary is just, you know, even if you're going 50-50 for a little while, don't, okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, even if you go 50-50 for a while, don't just assume that, you know, the deck's bad and you gotta try something else. Because that's what I was doing for, like, the previous 3 or 4 seasons. And I was just getting nowhere with that. I mean, I finally picked a deck, stuck with it, and, well, it's working out for me pretty well now. But yeah, going back to the game here now, part of the reason why I healed up the Sentient Shieldmaster after using the Mark of the Wild on it was, I mean, not just to get taunt on him, but I mean, I thought healing him up was a good idea instead of drawing cards first, just so that way I can maintain that board presence and, again, potentially draw out the Black Knight instead of him just simply easily removing it. I mean, yeah, that does make me a little vulnerable to Keeper of Keeper... or what is it?
Safeguard.
Keeper of the Grove. There it is. Nuts. But again, against his kind of deck, from what I've seen, I want to continue being aggressive here. So basically what I really want to look for is, at this point, is my Savage Roar. Not very likely, but I draw it anyway, and I win. Yay! Whee! Not as fun as winning with Leroy Jenkins, but it will suffice. Yeah, also part of the reason why I didn't want to show you all those games where I was hovering around 50-50 for like about 6 or 8 games before making this final run up to Legendary was also to keep the length of the video down. I mean, I know, at least for my own viewers, if you're not, if you're just if you're a Hearthstone player, and you haven't watched my videos before, well, most of my viewers aren't accustomed to hour-long videos, and normally I don't like doing that. I like keeping it down to like 15-20 minutes if I can. But this is a really good starting hand against Warrior. Again, like I said, I like Harvest Golem for keeping their armor down, Keeper for silencing their Acolytes of Pain, Sentient Shieldmaster for drawing out potentially a Black Knight. And, well, this guy's a relatively low-ranking Legendary player, but that's no reason to underestimate him. Oh, man. So now the question is, do I play the Harvest Golem and try to use that to mitigate his armor, or do I play the Wild Growth and try to get up to some bigger stuff? I'm thinking play the Harvest Golem for the reasons I stated, but also because I have a play next turn. If I didn't have one, then I'd probably go with the Wild Growth instead, to try and create better long-term value that way. But I don't have to do that right now. And I'm not really worried about Armor Smith. I mean, if it's convenient for me to kill it, okay, I'll do it eventually. But not today. So yeah, we'll go with that. That's not going to be easy for him to remove anyway. Unless he has, let's say, a Fiery War Axe. That would make it pretty easy. It might okay, well, it didn't, but it might have also baited out an Acolyte of Pain, because he might have figured, hey, you know, he doesn't have a 3-power minion on the board. I can just play this guy and run into his minion, and I don't have to do anything to earn that extra card. But now, this way, you know, I can do that, play more minions, and go from there. And I don't think I want to innervate the Wild Growth right now. What I want to do is next turn, okay, I'll have 5 mana, Wild Growth, get up to 7 mana, and then innervate into Cenarius. At least that's what I'm planning on doing. You want to kind of plan a turn or two ahead in this game. I've heard some really good players can plan like 2 or 3 plays ahead, or... Okay, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I mean, they can plan just really, really far ahead like that. I don't know. I can't do that. I'm not that smart. Now, I'm thinking about innervate into the Black Knight, because Warrior doesn't really play that many taunts. And that would be a really big power play here, too. The only problem with that is if he has Brawl, which he would have enough mana for, then that could end up being pretty bad for me. Especially if he ends up keeping his Armor Smith and I lose my Harvest Golem. But I'm going to do this anyway, because I want to keep his armor down, be aggressive. Even though I'm playing a really defensive deck. I mean, don't be fooled by all the taunt in the deck. This, I mean, yeah, it is a defensive deck. I mean, it's not aggro. But that doesn't mean you don't want to apply pressure to your opponent either. And now I can't do my Cenarius plan. Oh well. That's that. Well, I also burned the Innervate too. Normally I don't like doing that with Innervate either. I mean, burning a mana like that, but I just thought that would be such a huge tempo swing while sacrificing relatively little at this point, because I have so many mid-range minions in my hand. So I thought that was the way to go with that. But we'll see. I'm thinking about if I want to kill the Armor Smith or not. Like, I could run Black Knight into the Armor Smith and the other 2 guys into Lotheb there. I'm not really worried about Lotheb as far as his Battlecry goes. I could care less about that. I do not play that many spells. In fact, now I'm just gonna probably just gonna hold on to Wild Growth until turn 10 and cycle it. So yeah, another reason why I want to clear board here is because of the potential Wrath that might be coming. Or not Wrath, Brawl. Sorry. Wrath of God. I'm thinking Magic the Gathering here. So, no, not Wrath of God, Brawl. Yeah, that would be really bad, especially if I kept only my 2/1 Harvest Golem. Or Golem, or Golem, whatever. Okay, execute that, that's fine. Not really worried about it because it's not killing one of my guys that I actually do care about. Ooh, nice. Ancient of Lore is just so good against Warrior. Just for the card draw. Now, I could also play Harvest Golem and Keeper of the Grove. But I want to reload my hand right now because I have board control and it's a good time to do that. And if he's playing the mid-range warrior... Oh, crap. If he's playing the mid-range warrior, like without Alexstrasza or something, then I really don't have... what is it? Yeah, I don't really need to hold on to Ancient of Lore for life gain post Alexstrasza. So I'm not really worried about that. So I'm thinking, you know, do I play one of my keepers to kill the 2/2? Or do I just play the Ancient of Lore and draw cards? Or do I play Sunwalker and then ping him for one with my hero power? Or do I kill the 2/2 or not? We got options. I decided to kill the 2/2 because I thought that if he had, like, Whirlwind or something, then he could just kill my Sunwalker and with the Gore Howl, and then run right into my 5/3 and kill that with the little guy there. Okay, not really worried about that. Yeah, that's one of the new ones this week, too. Unstable Ghoul. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I mean, I guess in Warrior it could be useful because, I mean, you know, you like whirlwind effects like that. But yeah, here, again, I just decided to be aggressive, use my bubble while I could get something good out of it. Yeah, pretty much anytime you got 2 minions on the board in Cenarius, you almost always want to give them both +2/+2. Just be aggressive there. I'm in a really good spot here. Hopefully he doesn't have, like, I don't know, double cleave or something. I've seen that before, and, oh man, that really ruined my day. But anyway, yeah, now he kills the 7/4. That's another reason why I attacked him instead of killing the Drake, was because I was able to put pressure on him and force him to attack my minion anyway. So now here we got a few options. Let's see, he's got 11 health left. I've got 5. Let's see, 4 and... or no, not 4. Yeah, 4 damage from the 2 keepers and 1 from the hero power. So I'm 1 damage short of killing him. So let's cycle this and see what I get. I could have gone like Harvest Golem and like one of my Ancients if I wanted to. I'm also thinking about maybe attacking or killing the Azure Drake and then healing Cenarius with my Ancient of Lore, since I already have plenty of minions anyway. So it's not like right now I really need to draw the cards.
What to do?
I could also cycle the Wrath, cycle the other Wild Growth there, and then play some stuff. But at this point, I just really want to be aggressive. I know I'm kind of sounding like a broken record there, but yeah, I also want to get rid of that armor too. I'm kind of worried about that a little bit. So let's silence that guy and kill the big guy instead. Now looking back on that, I wonder if that was the right play. Because if I, let's say, attacked the Drake and then used my Ancient of Lore to heal Cenarius, let's see, he'd be up to 5/8, so he couldn't even execute him outright.
What now?
And then he would have had, let's see, a few more armor there. So he could have shield slammed my Ancient of Lore there, but he'd still have to deal with Cenarius. I think part of the reason why I like this play also is because I haven't seen anything really worth silencing, and I've got a backup keeper anyway.
Let the pain speak to me.
Again, speak of the devil there. Nuts. So yeah, he had the shield slam, so even if I did do, like I was saying before, with the Ancient of Lore, he would have been able to clear my board anyway, I think. So let's see, he would have shield slammed that. Yeah, he would have cleared board. So, yeah, end result, pretty much the same. Looks like he's starting to mount a comeback here. And Warrior can really pile on the damage fast if they get like Grimash or Alexstrasza or something else ridiculous.
I must safeguard.
So, well, first thing we gotta do is silence that guy. That's obvious. And let's see, we can play that. And I'll just ping him for 1. I'm pretty hesitant to playing one of my Ancients of War, because if I do that, I mean, he could have Black Knight, and I'm just really paranoid about that, especially when I'm otherwise in a rather commanding position. I'd rather play my other Ancient of Lore first. I'd also like to try and get my finishing combo, if I can. Ow. Ow, quit it. Well, at least I can... Oh, right, he can do that. I was going to say, at least I can kill his armor smith, but no! Yeah, that didn't work out at all like I planned. Oh, well. Okay, well, we got combo piece number 1. I'm thinking about maybe just going with Ancient of Lore and trying to dig for the Savage Roar there. I could also ping the Acolyte of Pain with Wrath there. And, okay, not much I can do with that, so yeah, let's just Wrath that guy. I don't know, maybe he has, what is that? Defender of Argus or something. Some warriors run that, not many. I don't think they should, but some of them do. So yeah, basically now I'm trying to shift gears and just try and really get towards my finishing combo before he can get Alexstrasza with all that armor on him. So now I'm not worried about him using Alexstrasza on me. He wants to use it on himself there. And Alexstrasza does not count the armor part of his health. It only counts the life total of his health, or whatever that part is called. I think it's just health. But anyway, alright, pretty good. Could be worse, eh? Well, at least I got a big game hunter for that. Yeah, his Gorehowl isn't doing too much anymore. Speaking of Gorehowl, that's one thing I really like Cenarius for. Gorehowl just stops... Or not, Cenarius just stops Gorehowl in its tracks. You just get those 2 minions out there and he can't do anything with Gorehowl anymore. It's just so good. And too bad I don't have the Black Knight. At this point I could, that's another kind of little trick there. You can Mark of the Wild and then play Black Knight. But yeah, I'm thinking, do I play the Ancient of War now? I mean, he is through a lot of his deck, so if he is running the Black Knight, he's probably got it by now. So, but at this point, I think I kind of have to. I gotta watch out for, like, Gramash or something. Because if he, at this point, if he does use Black Knight on him, I'm not that worried about it. Because I got another one in reserve there, and I've already got pretty good board control. So we're still doing pretty good here. I mean, yeah, he could also have Execute too, but... Uh-oh. Please keep the Ancient of War. Nuts. Wow. Holy cow, that was really bad for me. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, we'll just play that. And we'll ping this guy for one, like, maybe I should have done the other turn. Oh well. At least he's dead. That's all that matters. Life and death. And Excedrin. That's always a good thing. Ah, nuts. Maybe I should have swiped him. Keep his armor down, but man. Uh-oh, man, he's getting me a little low, but he doesn't have that many cards in his hand, so... So, at least I got a couple taunts. I'm trying to think. I don't think he has any ways of getting around my taunt now that he's already played. What is that card?
I wonder.
I forget what it was. Oh, Ragnaros. I've already gotten rid of that. So if he wants me, he's gonna have to come and get me. Okay. Let's see. Now I can... let's see. I don't want to use my Force of Nature. I'm still waiting for the Savage Roar. But at this point, I can pretty much hold out indefinitely. I mean, I just have so many more cards into this. So let's see. Attack that, use my bubble before it's too late. Make a little more taunt there. And I'm still thinking about that. Yeah, let's do that. I mostly did that just because I had the excess mana, and I'm trying to get him in finisher range with the Force of Nature combo. There we go. It's like, why'd you do... Oh, right. Okay, let's see. He's at 16. I've got 4 and 4, and then there's Ragnaros, except I miscounted my mana. I forgot. Yeah. For some reason, I thought I could play Ragnaros and swipe in the same turn without Innervate. Whoops. I was getting so excited. I was getting so close to Legendary, and it's like, oh. That just deflates me so much. As well, it should. I mean, if this cost me the match, oh man, I would have been pissed. And I should have done that before I attacked, or if I was going to do that at all. I pretty much did that at this point just to use the mana, really. And maybe even that was a mistake, too. Nuts. But now, top deck, ho! Yeah, just copy him and go to the face. Whew! There it is. Finally reached Legendary after all these months of playing the game. Oh, wow. How did I outrank him so quickly? I have no idea how Legendary ranking works, but... Well, I finally made it there. I'm finally remotely competent at this game, and now I get to enjoy it for the next, well, what's the time say? Noon? I get to enjoy it for the next 12 hours or so. Oh, well. But there you go. Glad you, I hope you enjoyed the video here, and, well, I'll go over the deck list here in just a moment. Well, I mean, I guess I can go over it now while we're waiting. But, yeah, at this point, I don't really care about my rank. I just wanted to get up to Legendary. And next season, maybe I'll try and do more with that. But anyway, okay, so here's the deck that we got. Basically, yeah, like I said, I copied this card for card based off of Dog's version of the deck. That's his name on Twitch, at least. I don't know what his real name is, but... anyway, yeah, I just really like the deck because I always thought Taunt kind of... The regular Taunt ramp, like Garo ramp or something, just didn't have that oomph to it to really finish off games. But I also didn't like the Charge ramp version because I just felt that that was too weak to Zoo. I like how this has sort of that happy medium in there. I just kind of wish I could get, I don't know, maybe, what is it? Like Chillwind Yetis, now that Zoo has those Nerubian eggs. I wish I could kind of fit those guys in here. Or not the eggs, but the Chillwind Yetis back in here again. Maybe Azure Drakes, or a Blood Mage Thalnos, or Starfall to help with Zoo. But, well, Zoo is already a really good matchup with all the taunts. I think the real trick to Zoo is just knowing what to use your removal on there. So, but anyway, yeah, a couple things about this deck. Let me just look at some oddball cards. Let's see, Mark of the Wild. Basically, I think if you're running Big Game Hunter and the Black Knight, you pretty much got to run Mark of the Wild, so that way you can, you know, almost guarantee some use out of those other two cards. I mean, there's a lot of 5-power minions out there. Like I was saying with King Mukla earlier, I could have used 2 bananas, or even a Mark of the Wild, with my Big Game Hunter, and killed Mukla outright there. Or same thing with, like, Edwin Dan Cleef. A lot of times, a Miracle Rogue player will know that you're running Big Game Hunter, and they'll intentionally make him a 6/6 instead of a 7/7 for my Big Game Hunter to kill. But with Mark of the Wild, I can kind of work around that a little bit. I like the Harvest Golems in the deck, just in case you don't draw the ramp. Although today I did reasonably well with that. But yeah, I don't believe guys who say they draw like ramp 80% of their games, even if they mulligan everything every time. I just find that really hard to believe. That does not jive with my personal experience. I mean, maybe in a short period of time that happens, but not in a long period of time where you draw that kind of ramp in the first couple turns there. I mean, I don't know. Well, whatever. But anyway, yeah, Faceless Manipulator works really well with the Mark of the Wild there. I thought about doing that in one of the games here with the Harvest Golem, you know, a Mark of the Wild that, and then Faceless that. Yeah, got your finisher combo there, of course. Sunwalker, Black Knight, everything else pretty self-explanatory. Cenarius, I didn't like Cenarius at first. Same thing with Ragnaros, although I did like Ragnaros more because it really helps with like the Miracle Rogue matchup, because I have a hard time dealing with it without burning it because using like Eviscerates. So I definitely like Ragnaros. It just helps a lot. Also in the mirror matchup too. If anything control, it's really nice with. But Cenarius took a little while for it to grow on me, but eventually I kind of figured out how to use it pretty well. I mean, I could still cut it, but I think I do like it in the deck. It really helps with keep your lead once you got it, because Druid just has such a hard time getting the lead back once you fall behind there. So I hope you've enjoyed this video of Hearthstone, watching me get up to Legendary with Druid, and I may decide to do some more in the future there. Or I may decide to do some streaming, who knows. This is HC Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.